Have you ever closed your eyes and tried to imagine a beach only to see nothing? No waves, no sand, no palm trees, just darkness? If that sounds like you might have a condition known as aphantasia, a fascinating neurological phenomenon where a person is unable to visualize images in their mind. It's not just rare, it's incredibly misunderstood, even by those who have it. So let's dive deep into this curious world of mind blindness. Aphantasia was first coined in 2015 by Professor Adam Zeman, a cognitive neurologist at the University of Exeter, though the concept had been studied long before. He encountered a patient who had lost his ability to picture things in his mind after a minor surgery. That prompted a series of studies, revealing that a small percentage of the population, roughly 2 to 5%, either never had a mind's eye or lost it later in life. Imagine trying to recall a loved one's face, your childhood home, or a favorite vacation, and seeing absolutely nothing. That's the daily reality for people with aphantasia. But wait, how do you even know if you have it? That's the tricky part. For years, many people with aphantasia thought they were just bad at imagining things. You might ask them to imagine an apple, and while most people could picture a shiny red fruit in their mind's eye, someone with aphantasia might only think about the concept of an apple. No image, no color, no texture. Just the idea. It is kind of like knowing what something looks like without being able to see it in your head. Interestingly, aphantasia isn't limited to just visual imagination. For some people, it extends to other senses. They can't hear music in their head, can't recall the smell of their grandma's cookies, or even simulate touch. It's like their internal simulator is offline. And yet many of them are brilliant artists, writers, engineers, and creators. How? They rely on concepts, logic, memory, and intuition rather than visualization. Take Ed Catmull, co-founder of Pixar. He has aphantasia. The man behind some of the world's most iconic animated films can't form a mental image. And yet, he's helped bring vivid stories to life. This shows that visualization isn't everything. It's a tool, not a requirement for creativity. Now here's where things get really interesting. You might assume people with aphantasia are emotionally disconnected because they can't replay images or memories in their head, but studies have shown a mixed picture. Some report a dulled emotional response when thinking about the past because they can't visualize it. Others say they feel emotions just as deeply. They just don't see anything internally. It's a whole new way to understand how memory, imagination, and emotion are connected. So how is aphantasia diagnosed? Well, there's no brain scan or medical test yet. It's mostly self-reported through tools like the Vividness of Visual Imagery questionnaire. You're asked to imagine a scene, say a sunset over the ocean, and then rate how vivid the image is. For someone with aphantasia, the score is typically very low, often 0. There's also the hyperphantasia side of the spectrum, people who can visualize with stunning clarity, like watching a movie inside their minds. It's mind-blowing how diverse our inner experiences can be. Imagine two people reading the same book. One sees the world unfold in cinematic color, while the other processes it through logic and description only. Same story, vastly different experience. What's even more compelling is how this impacts dreams. People with aphantasia still dream, and often with visuals, which is confusing because it suggests their brain can generate imagery. It just doesn't happen during wakefulness. Scientists are still trying to figure out why. Some theories point to disrupted connectivity between areas of the brain, like the frontal cortex and visual centers. Others believe it may be related to how information is retrieved and processed consciously. Now let's talk about relationships and empathy. Some with aphantasia struggle to picture loved ones or recall faces. This can affect the way they connect with others, not in a harmful way, but in a way that's just different. For example, if you've ever tried a guided meditation where they tell you to visualize a peaceful meadow, someone with aphantasia might feel left out or even frustrated. But the beauty of the mind is its adaptability. Many develop unique coping strategies like focusing on emotion, language, and memory associations. And here's something truly fascinating. Some people don't discover they have aphantasia until late in life, often through casual conversations. Someone might say, "Picture your childhood bedroom," and they'll respond, Wait, you mean people can actually see things in their minds? That moment of realization can be life-changing. So, should aphantasia be considered a disability? Most experts say no. It's more of a neurodivergent trait, just like being left-handed or tone-deaf. It doesn't mean anything is broken, just different. And different can be incredibly powerful. People with aphantasia excel in fields that rely on critical thinking, systems, logic, and creativity that doesn't rely on imagery. In fact, many are great at abstract reasoning and problem-solving. What's more important than being able to visualize is knowing how you process information. Whether you think in pictures, words, emotions, or code, the key is understanding your own mind. And aphantasia helps us see, ironically, just how diverse and incredible the human brain really is. So the next time you close your eyes and try to picture something, remember, not everyone sees what you see. And that's not a limitation. It's a window into the infinite possibilities of how we think, feel, and imagine. If this video helped you understand aphantasia, or opened your eyes, pun intended, to something new, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who might need to hear this. Let's spread awareness of the mind's invisible magic, or in some cases, its invisible silence.